What's up, everyone? Another Void back with more Satisfactory for you. Season 2, Episode 7. Checking the mic. It's still not doing it. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's because I start recording and it doesn't know when to turn down or what. I don't really know. I did a little session right before I started and it seemed fine. Oh, maybe it was fine. And I just messed with it for no reason. I don't know. Well, I fixed it regardless. So, last episode, we worked on a lot of stuff that I already took off the to-do list because there was too much stuff on it. I don't even really remember what we did. I know we got coal hooked up recently, but I think that was episode 5. What did we do on episode 6? I don't really know. I can't remember. Oh, we put the sink in. That's right. We put that sink in, which you can't see from here, but it's really cool. I guarantee it. Go check it out in the last episode. And in between episode 6 and 7, we had the live stream, which happens every Monday at 5 p.m. on Twitch. Check the video description, okay? And I laid out most of what you see here. Actually, I added a lot of extras since then, but I laid out this. You can see the train line is starting to come together. That's what we laid out on this live stream. And I also got like 14 hard drives. If you look right here, I was up collecting hard drives because I was first wanting to get through all the trash in the MAM, and I believe I did that. And also get solid steel ingot, which I did get finally, okay? That's going to allow me to take iron ingots and directly convert them into steel ingots with some coal. That is perfect. I'm not sure where I'm going to do that. I'm probably still going to have a steel foundry, because this is what you're looking at right here, is hopefully going to be the smeltery. We're going to add a whole bunch of machines and smelt things. They're going to pop out the other side and leave the trains and go do their things. It's a wide, huge, giant pad because I have smart mod, and I can build these huge pads. And I realized that 7 by more than 30 will crash the game. We did that on a live stream, and I crashed the game. Although they just did a fix and fixed some kind of telemetry issues when building large amounts of foundations all at the same time or something like that. So maybe they fixed it or something like that. I don't know. Let's go back to base because I want to do a couple things before we really get going with what we're doing today, which is really the smeltery and working on trains, which I really can't wait to get to. I moved a whole bunch of quick wire over here because I needed it for AI limiters, and I don't want to run all the way over to where we're doing quick wire just to do that. I want to put the quick wire sink in, but first I think I'm going to get the hover pack. Okay, so I have a hover pack mod, early access hover pack mod, which is, I believe, unlocked at tier 1. Is that correct? No. You just unlocked. It's literally unlocked. So I can create this cheap hover pack. It's just 5 versatile framework and 15 steel pipe. So I can do that now. I have tier 3, and now I can do it. So I'm going to make that because it's going to make it a lot easier to build with, or to build all these things. I don't like spending camera time getting caught up on I can't see or I placed something wrong. I have to replace it and replace it and replace it. With the hover pack, it's just easier to build stuff, and it gets it done faster. So that's what we're going to do. So what I have to do it, though, is I got to create, and they actually rearranged all this stuff, so that's interesting. Ingots are now down here. I just have to craft some steel ingots, so I can craft some steel pipe, which is right here. So I'm going to need 15 steel pipe, right? So that means I need... How many ingots is that? It's 2. 3 goes to 2, so I need like 25 steel ingots. Now, I also want to create the versatile framework, which I guess is going to have to be in an, inside an assembler. I don't think I can craft that. Maybe it's too complicated or something. It's getting a little bit cluttered over here, but we're about to make a bunch of machines anyway. We're going to, once we get that smeltery working, that's really kind of backward if I am going to actually do this. Let's do it like that. It's not going to stay up anyway. Okay, so here's versatile framework. Going to need 12 steel beams. Well, how many of those do I need? 5, I think? Well, let me just put a thing down real quick, because I don't want to run all the way back. Alright. Bam. I'm going to need 5. Okay, so that means I need 60 steel beams. Well, that's going to take a while. It's going to be totally off camera. But I can put in a whole bunch of these guys, so we'll just do that. That is done. And it makes 2 per, actually. So I'm going to need 6, which is 3 times 12, which is 36. So I'm going to craft up 36 steel beams and 25 steel pipe off camera. I'll be right back. Alright, I crafted up all the steel parts we're going to need for this whole thing, and let's get that thing cranking now. This actually took about 10 minutes, so it took kind of a long time. So let's just hook it up to this, because we're going to be removing this machine. It doesn't even need to go anywhere. Literally just needs to make me 5 of these things. which apparently is going to take 1 minute. So why don't we go sync the quick wire while we wait for that thing? And I'm actually going to sync the parts that are left over from this whole thing in our trash right here. Couple of steel ingots. I actually did go get more coal, so I'll save that. We're going to need those pipes, so we're good to go. That's it. And you know what? While we're here, why don't we get our tickets? 10. That's very nice. We're going to spend those as well. Excuse me. Just had lunch again. It seems to be always something I seem to be doing before videos, at least sometimes. Alright, here we go. 10 tickets. This should help quite a lot. I know we spent a lot. Okay. It's 1 ticket. Double ramp. Kind of need that, man. Kind of need that. Don't really need the other stuff that much. Half foundation's kind of nice, but I have... No, micromanage kind of makes it so you don't need that. Windows. Gonna need windows. Gates, not as much. That's a lot. Let's make sure we don't have... Those are new, the fixed-hit corners. That's kind of neat, so you can actually make cornered actual all the way around roofs. That's kind of cool. Industrial railing, don't really need that. Modern railing is really what we use. Metal pillars. Those are kind of neat. Don't need them. Oh, catwalks. Gonna need catwalks are a must. I'm gonna need those. Pretty sure that's gonna be what I get because I really need that. So let's look in here. It's 12, so we gotta put something back. Windows? Because clean pipe's not gonna do it. I guess windows. Catwalks are kind of more important in my new builds than windows. So we're gonna buy that, and we'll have four tickets before you know it anyway. Let's go put that in real fast. I'm going to jam over there, and I will meet you when we get there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you what I've got real quick here for the train setup, since I'm going to be using it anyway. This is kind of also good because now I can get around a little easier. I have been just jumping on like the hills and stuff. So now that I've got this, and I'll probably have some access points that are really easy to get around. Now the way I'm building this thing is one side is this is going to be enough room for 2 tracks, right? One there-ish and one there-ish. I guess apparently the trains are a little wider than the actual track, and they're a little bit wider than one foundation. People are saying that the trains are colliding with each other now if they're too close together. So this should be able to have 2 tracks, a central area right here for like my hyper tubes and running around and stuff. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of wall thing in here to make it look real nice, like a trough groove kind of a thing. I think that'd look pretty cool. And then over here, again, 2 more tracks. So at first I'm just going to be running the track here and the track there on the inside. Those are going to be the main tracks that the trains are going on. But it leaves me space for expansion in case I actually need like an outside track. Now, a lot of the trains I hope will use... What I want them to do is be using the inside track if they're going long distances. I learned this from City Skylines, actually. And then as they get closer to the off-ramp, they're going to use the outside track to get to the off-ramp, because the off-ramps are going to be placed only on the outside track. And that way, I won't get congestion on my trains as much, because I have 2 tracks. One is the main track, right? And the second one is like the, what's that called? I can't remember what it's called, where there's a road that runs parallel to the freeway, and people take that road a lot of times to get to the off-ramp or something like that. It takes the traffic off the main path. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that. I think it's going to work pretty well. And actually, I went right past this. Why don't we... I think there's a ramp already over here, actually. Yeah, there's a ramp right there. I should just use that. But it's going to be pretty slick, and I'm going to be putting it in probably after I build the smeltery. I don't really know where things are going to go yet. I just have a general idea. That's why I'm building those giant foundation floors. And then from there, I'm just going to put stuff in and figure out where it fits and then take stuff out. All right, we're here. What we're going to do, because I just grabbed a whole bunch of this so it's not sinking yet, is I'm going to do a smart splitter right there into a sink. So why don't we do the sink? Do I have a thing for sink? I don't think I do yet. I could put it there. It's kind of not a good idea. I don't know. That's trains. Why don't we put our sink right here? We'll put awesome sink. And then ma'am, I guess. It might be nice to have a couple different places where this is. Or I could just put it on one. We'll put it on one for now. I don't feel like this is where I had it last time, but that's fine. Let's get that sucker in. Now, this guy is always going to be on. We have a little extra power to work with, so that's okay. 6, smart splitter. Oops, no. Smart splitter. There we go. And target this guy. Ooh, we get to do those funky ones. Again, I know you guys, a lot of you guys are probably like, no, don't do it. But that is super cool, dude. I like that. I think it's funny. And also, we're going to be ripping this. Oh, gosh, that's cool. It doesn't actually do, like, connect sideways like that. It connects flat. This is going to look super hilarious. That's a funky build right there. Man, I'm so tempted to put that as the thumbnail, but I think people would be pretty pissy about it. I don't know why. I think it's funny. All right, there we go. This guy's all hooked up. Now we just need to tell him what to do. Oh, they changed. That's right. They changed the GUI of the smart splitter. Center output, any undefined, and then right is going to be overflow, and this is none. Okay, left is none. Great. Looks cool. Hopefully they change the icons because they're a little bit... Oh, no, they're not. Okay. They're crisp. I like it. But, I mean, this makes sense to me. This is like... I don't know what that is, but okay. Cool. So now that should sync. And it is hooked up, correct? Yeah, it's got 0. 0 so far. We just pulled the tickets out of it. See, we're getting a little bit closer to that 600 mark. So we're going to have to think about expanding the coal sooner rather than later, probably when the smeltery goes in. The trains don't take up much space, much juice or anything. It's really just the machines I'm going to slap in. They're going to probably take the rest of that 600, if not more. Another thing of note is Jesse helping me out saying, hey, the train mod that you have, which is called Progressive Trains, which lets you get trains at Tier 1, and they start out really junky, and you get to upgrade them. So basically, you get to put in your logistics system immediately and just upgrade it over time instead of having to rip it out. Like, once you belt the whole damn map, you know, and then in Tier 6, you're getting trains, you're like, I already have belts all over the map. So I put that mod in, and Jesse said, hey, oh, let's go get some of these nuts. I'm running a tiny bit low on them. But Jesse said, look, that research you unlocked is basically allows you to cheat and get all the train unlocks. You don't have to do any more research. And I was like, well, I don't like that. So he actually did the research on how to fix that. The way we fixed it, well, Jesse fixed it, and then I just copied him, is you uninstall the game, uninstall the game in your mod loader, load up your save your save without the mod. Okay, so that erases all the configuration files and stuff. Then go to your close out of the game, go to your mod loader, load the mod back, then open your save, and it'll all be reset to basically like factory, right? So that's what I did. Again, clearing out this junk. These are both... I should just remove these. Who's going to use bio stuff to make coal? I don't know why you would do it. Let's get this, I guess. I should be pretty much done with all the junk. I've burned through so many hard drives. And now I can't show you the train thing. Oh, I can. So if you do this, I wish it would tell you this, it unlocks everything. It gives you all those unlocks for free. And these unlocks actually cost. So I don't want to cheat away this stuff. I want to actually have to do this, okay? I like that it's adding all this stuff. I think it's awesome. And I wish they would add this to the regular game to upgrade trains as you go. In fact, I think that's a great way to add items into the game earlier, like Hover Pack, and just limit their use and limit how good they are, so you can use it early on and kind of have that quality of life, right? But you have to unlock it to get it better, to get it really working well, right? I think that's a great idea. Makes the game more fun, in my opinion, and lets you get at those cool features earlier. Once you've done a playthrough where you have trains and stuff like that, it's really hard to go all the way 6 tiers and not use them. Okay, here we go. We got 6. Perfect. Let's get the rest of this stuff. I'm just going to sync those beams because we don't need them yet, and I want the points. So let's try to... And with the sync, it's a little bit cloggy in here, but that's okay. Let's put that in... Oh, man, I wish the trash was actually on the other side. There's really no way to do that. I'd have to angle it, and that's kind of ugly. We'll just leave it the way it is. Let's sync these guys. We need those pipes. All right, cool. That should get us a few ticket points, like right off the bat. Let's go over here, and can we directly make it down? Yes, hover pack, baby. 50 rotors, so it's not cheap. I mean, I'd love to sink those 50 rotors, to be honest. But hover pack, here we go. Nice. Now this is the hover pack, the early hover pack mod, I think it's what it's called, and that helps me get the hover pack not basically when the game's over, right? By the time you get the hover pack in the regular game, you're done with the game almost. So I'd rather have it when I can use it, like which is right now. So double jump to fly, and the power that you see down in the bottom left, the way it works is I'm actually recharging based off of probably this guy right here. You have to be near a power pole, and it recharges the hover pack. So let's go away from one, and I'll go back. Oh, not that way. Let's go away from one. It'll start to give you a warning. Okay, I ran out of power because I'm not connected. And if I run up to this, you'll see a jolt of power. See? It recharged my pack. And as I get closer, my charge is higher. But I can actually... Well, no, if I get too far away, it just doesn't do anything. But that's cool. Okay, got the hovercraft. Let's actually check both of those off. I have a bad habit of not checking off the things I got done on the to-do list here. Now we're ready to build the smeltery. Finally, an actual building that's going to be around a while. And now we have hover pack. Oh, nope, we ran out. Got to make more power grid, I guess. Really, all we need is power grid near where we're going to build, which kind of sucks. There actually are mods that will get you an increased distance for hover pack. I might get that because it's kind of annoying to, like, you know, basically have all these things all over the place. You know, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's just to have power, you know, all over the place, right? So I'm just going to lay a whole bunch of power poles down so I can actually use the hover pack, and so I can use it to build. And then I'll just rip them out when I'm done. I'm not going to have walls yet, because I don't know what the walls are going to be. Let's lay one more down. I really don't know where we're going with this thing. There we go. If I get over here, I'll probably lose connectivity. Yeah, see? I'm going to lose connectivity right here. That's not very far away, so I probably will put a hover pack extension mod in there, because I want to be able to use it for my whole build and not have to have poles all over the place. Jesse will probably comment on it, and I'll probably have figured it out before you get there, buddy. But alright, now let's start to build. Now, the back area over here is really going to be where a train, at least one train comes in with ore, okay? And I'm going to have the trains come in like this, right, on the back side, parallel to the factory. If I have them come in like this, then they're going to have to back out, which means they need 2 locomotives, and it's more weight, and I don't really want to do that. It slows the trains down. It's different than Factorio. The train system works differently here. You can do 2 trains like that, but then I think you have to program them separately too. I don't really want to do that. So I'm just going to have them come in one side and go out the other side. It's going to be really simple. So the trains are going to come in like this, stop, unload, and go out. And I'm thinking I want like 3 to 4 cars. It really depends on what we can fit in this area. Actually, let's open the mini-map here, because the mini-map helps me with... I can see what I've built, and I think it's awesome, and it really helps me with the scale. So you can see the scale I've got for the smeltery already with the scale of the train track, right? The main train line. And also you can see the coal plant and the scale there. I like being able to see the scale of my base and the scale of my different parts of my factory and stuff. This seems big enough. Now, I think the first thing I want to do is lay down a train line. So I think what the best way to do this is going to be to, like, use this right here first as all iron and just allow myself to build out iron. I'm probably going to leave another row for iron because iron is probably the biggest thing we use. We're going to be sending tons of it to the steel forge and all that. Copper is necessary, but we won't use as much. Quick wire, not quick wire. Gold, basically. Caterium is used even less, and so we might use... I don't know. I think a line and just the product running out to a box, I think, is the best way to do it. And we'll just build in a line. We might want to reserve several lines for iron. I'm not really sure how we're going to do that. We might do iron as half, and then over here on this other half, we're going to start copper and caterium. There will be no other things I smelt in here. That's really it. So why don't we start by laying down, and I think what I want to do is have inputs come in and then product going out. The problem is I'm going to be restricted by belt. But I still think it's good because it gives me... I really want more space here. I want to take up more space here than I do space going this direction, because space going that direction is more limited, right? Space going... I can always widen this thing, but I have a limited amount of space before I hit the train. and before I cover up the whole lake, right? So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to leave ample space for walls and stuff. I think I'm going to start my smeltery here. And I'm not going to do any kind of logistics and stuff. Actually, what I'm going to start with is I'm going to build a top layer here. Because my stuff is just going to travel down the logistics layer, okay? So let me click in, and I can't use smart while I'm hovering. That kind of stinks. I don't want that. What I do want is probably this. So this needs to go all the way out. Because this is the floor, right? So there you go. Now, does one smelter fit on that? And I believe it does. No. Not really. Do we need two? That's going to take up a lot of space. Kind of. You know, the problem will be really that I won't be able to connect it. Right? Because that... Well, yeah, I will, because I can just do a lift and some belt. I think it's fine. Why don't we do two? We're going to do it 2 wide. That's going to leave a lot of space, though. It's going to look better. This is where you need half foundations, huh? Kind of. We should just go get those right now. Because if I had a half foundation in here, and I can build one using... let's just slap one down in here. I'll show you what I'm about to talk about here. Let's put the micromanager on, and watch this. Shift, left click. And then, nope, shift left click, and let's go back up. The shift key is also the down key for the hovercraft. I'm going to have to change that to hoverpack. We're going to move this to the right. So I'm going to use Alt and the L key and move it over to half and see what that gets me. And then I'm going to try to slap down a smeltery and see if I like it. Now, I'm not going to keep this. I think it's shift right click actually unanchors it. No, I'll just escape out of it. I'll use Q, I guess. There we go. So, it clips, but we really want to use it as a tester. I like that. That's better. I mean, I don't get equidistant, right? It's not equidistant. I think that's probably fine. Like that. Right? So let me go see if I can actually get that, and I can't run jump, so I really do want to... Double shift will drop me to the floor. This is way faster, so... The hover pack's really just for building. In my opinion, it's not for anything else. No traveling. It might be, and comment in the comment section if I'm wrong. But pretty sure it's just for travel. Or I mean for building. How many tickets do I have? 1. We need to sync this. We need those half dudes, I guess. I could build it as if they exist. That's not a bad idea. Let's fly over here. We got to get rid of this. I don't know why it's still here. We don't need that there now. We want to sync something. And I think I made... Yes, let's sync these guys. I made smart plates to see if they sync for more. Right? And the MAM is done. Why don't we drop these into trash and just see... Watch this thing go. Watch this sucker go. There we go. It's like 500 apiece. I think that's more than a plate, like a reinforced plate and a rotor. Because it takes 1 reinforced plate, 1 rotor gets you one of these and a little bit of power. But I think these are worth more inside the sink here. Pretty sure that's how that works. Let's drop down because I don't want to be flying right now. It's too slow. Let's get cheap silica, I guess. I'm still not done. I kind of want to save my hard drives now. I'm going to save them because if I get a new unlock, I want to be able to unlock some stuff. And if I spend them all, I won't be able to do that. Oh, I already have 4. Right there. I don't need it. Oh, dude, I can already get it. Everybody's probably like, dude, you already have that. All right, let's get half foundation because we're going to use it. So it makes sense. Even though I really, really, really want windows. How fast am I getting tickets off this? Pretty fast. But I bet you they're... No, they're not gone. They will be soon. Yeah, we don't have that many left. That's okay. We need to make some more of those. I don't know why I'm flying. I just said I don't want to fly because it's too slow. Alright, so we got half foundations. Now we're going to replace that nasty clipping one. One of the cool things I noticed, though, about using the micromanager is the clipping was gone, actually. I had no clipping on the train area. In some cases, I have no clipping. It's really cool. So if that's the case, awesome. I'm going to love that. So why don't we put this on, like, 9? I don't use it that often. I probably will, I guess, but let's just do this on 9. This is like my freeway builder. We need to put it down right here. I just want it... Okay. Yes. But this... Oh, dude, Smart won't work with this. Alright, well, let's do Zoop. At least Zoop will work. But how far out can I Zoop? Only 10. Smart lets you Zoop out a little bit further. I think it's like 16 or something like that. So let's get this slapped in. Then we're going to have to slap another one in because I want 2 lines of these, right? So that means this guy is actually going to go right there. Now this I can Smart. Oh, that's right. We don't... Let's go this way. All the way to the edge. Boom. Alright, now we're going to want this again. Slapped over here. Slap that Slim Jim in there, baby. Again, why is it turning it to... I thought it was on Zoop. Apparently not. Zoop that sucker. Maybe when I use Smart, it takes off my Zoop. Yeah, because it overwrites the Zoop setting, I bet you. Alright, boom. Let's get the iron in, and we won't be able to feed it yet, but that's okay. We're going to feed it on either side of this belt. We can put... can 2 belts and lifts fit in this crevice? Probably not. Because basically what we're doing to feed this thing... Let's build a few of these. Now, I think I should be able to Smart these guys in. Yeah, see, I can Smart that way. Now, I think... Yeah, that's how you do it. See, I need to change that right now. Let's change key bindings of left shift, right? Where is it? No. Left shift. Crouch, toggle camera, and vehicle. I don't think I can change this. But I can change... I don't want to change it to X. X is me in use here. Maybe I'll change it to Y and U. Or is Y and U doing anything? So I gotta change Smart. Smart is not doing what I want. So why don't we change Smart by building, pushing M. That didn't do anything. It should work. Oh, maybe it doesn't work. Oh, that's right. Half foundation doesn't work. There we go. So... Okay, no. Where's all my... Oh, key map. Here it is. So this is going to be Y, and this is going to be U. Okay? I think that will work. So I'm going to go 2, and then get it to where I want, and then I'm going to do Y is going to build me a bunch. Let's do 8. No, let's just do 4. Well, these are going to do 30 a minute, right? So really, we can only do 2 until we get the next upgrade. So let's build 2, and then we'll flip these guys and do the same thing. We like it like that. And then I think we got to do U. Oh, U goes the other direction. Boom. It's going to be awesome when I slap like 10 of these in. That's going to be so great. Now, it also copies this, but I didn't do it, so... Another cool... Oops. We'll shift, right? You got to copy. It won't do a copy, huh? Do I have to actually be on top of it to copy this setting? Shift C is not copying. Okay, can I do a paste? No. Well, that's dumb. Oh. It just doesn't say that it's copied. Or that it's set, huh? Oh, no. Oh, it just said it. I think they're all connected. That's a smart feature. It must be. Okay, so we know that this will work for input, right? Or export, because all I have to do is lay a belt right here, and it'll work. So what I'm going to do, and I push C, so now I'm not running fast enough. We're going to have the train dump everything into here, right? Basically, the train export will dump it to here. Maybe we should just do 1 export per line of smelters, because I want a train with 3 cars to come in. I don't really know where that's going to end up. The logistics of where the belts are going to go is a little bit superfluous, but we do know that we can do this. Let's go to logistics. Let's do conveyor pole. I almost never need these, so I'm not going to put it on the hotbar. Let's put that guy there, And then we know that this is coming down like this. Now I'm wondering if I can actually place that and then put a lift. Like, can I just target this thing? How does that work? Oh, no, I need splitters here. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I need a splitter right here. Nice. That, I should just be able to do a 5. Do I want my splitter here? Or do I want it here? I want it there, because it's going to... Ew, it's going to clip anyway. Is there a way I can make it not clip? Because that'd be really nice. I really don't want it to clip. There's no way. Well, there is one way. There is a way. Don't place that yet. But then it won't snap to it. Even then, it's going to flip out. It's probably because these half foundations. It doesn't like those. Well, you know what I can do? We might have to rebuild this. But I could put the half foundations on the outside. That's only going to work for one. So over here, it's on the... Well, that's the outside. And we're going to do 2 right there. But then it starts there, and we're in the middle again. So that's not going to really be... That's not going to work. That's not a good solution. Guess I'm just going to have to put up with it. I don't want it to clip. I don't like that. And I don't want to raise it, right? I want to run through here. I want this to be a walkway, actually. I think we're just going to have to go with more than one wide. That's a lot of waste, though. I don't want to do that. Alright, let's get the splitter back in, because that's really going to help us with... It's not... There it is. That's really going to help us with what we need to do. And it's weird that it snaps in such a strange way like that. I don't know how to get to the snap closer. Well, there's one way to do it. If I take this guy, and then I move him in like this, it'll snap closer. See? And then I just do that. That's outbound, though, so... Actually, yeah, that has to be... That's wrong. This needs to be a merger. So that actually works perfectly. Now I can do this. And if I do it up like that, it doesn't care. So that probably won't work, because when I put the merger in the middle, I won't be able to connect it, because it's going to be like right on top of it. I mean, I could put these at the floor level and just put walkways over the top, but I really want it sunk in. I think it looks cool. I think it looks really cool like that. Alright, let's build it and see what it would look like if it just clips. Merger. Alright, and then we do this. Turn around. It auto connects, but it's clipping. And it's going to clip right through that floor. I mean, this would even look better, honestly. I need quarter foundation. That stinks, man. I could micro-manage this over, but then we have a space... I don't know, man. This isn't looking good. I don't like this build. But this is what I wanted to do, is put, like, catwalk, which we don't have out there yet. I think I had catwalk as 7. Let's do that, actually, 'cause I'm going to use that a lot more often. So, catwalk stairs is actually what I was going to do for 7. Let's... No, that didn't work. Alright, let's put it on 7. And then the catwalk will go right here. And it won't even do it in the middle. I mean, I could do it like that, but I don't want it right up again. And it clips right through. I don't understand. Oh, there we go. So I got that, and then I would do that and just run it across. So when I'm in the factory, I just do this, and they're all running, right? That'd be slick. I like that. Problem is, that doesn't work. I think the way I fix this is micromanage the first block and then zoop the rest. Let's just see what that would do before I kill anything, before I really get serious. Let's micromanage this block real quick and then do it. There we go. Okay, I want it to go over this direction, right? Like that? I mean, it's barely on there. Maybe we do it a little bit more, actually. Well, we should do it where it's, like, supports are, right? Those are the actual supports, right there. It's evenly supported on both sides. So, we H out of that guy. Okay. That's not too bad, right? Because we're also going to be doing... Nope, wrong. A splitter right here to go in. Right, we're going to be split... Actually, it's going to have to go right there to send in ore. See, and we're actually going to need at least 1.5 to send in ore. Actually, we could split it to both sides, but man, I don't think so, because it's going to need all this ore, man. 30. You could do 60. That's probably not... I don't think it's going to be enough. We're not going to get enough dudes, smelters into the mix. Okay, so if we put something on this, it clips again. Let's move this over. We'll put it in the middle, like we did the other one. Actually, let's just kill this. So let's do it like right like that. Then we have enough space to do this. It actually connects to one side at least. This connects to both sides. Is there enough... Oh, okay, there's a lot more space on this one, I think. That's in the middle. Okay. We can move this block over a little bit, but really I want to support that smelter. I think that looks cooler. That's a lot of space, though. That's going to be 2 blocks if I have 2 of these. Why don't we move... I'm going to move this in a little bit. I'm not going to micromanage it per se. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. Let's just do a 6 again. Maybe we'll do it right here. I just did that, and it clips. So if I do one there, can I do one right here? This is wrong. Because that's what I'd want to do. I want 2 lines of ore coming in. Now, if I do this... Why is it so far away, man? Can't it go closer? Oh, there we go. Bam! That works. So why couldn't it do that before? It did, actually. It just dropped straight down. So actually, that's about what it needs to do. Okay, I like that. That's what we're going to do. Let's clear this stuff out. And I think I'm just going to get up here and do it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's clear all this out now. Alright, let's get over here and do it. This is too slow. Alright, let's clean this up. And then for the other side, we're going to do the same thing. And the splitter will let us know how far we need to move that block. Because it's like right in the middle, basically. Oh, I had to let go of the control to do that. I'm holding like 4 buttons at a time here. Oh, shoot. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but let's do it. I don't want to fall. Not that it's going to matter, really. Okay, so I think we've got the layout down. Now, that's not really what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't really know exactly where it is. I just know it's pretty much equidistant, except we have a little bit more on the back side. That's what we got to do. So let's put it there, and then we're going to do some of this action. That. And then we're going to move it over. Oops, that's not what I want. Alt, correct? Alt and move it. And it's going to be equidistant, but a little bit on the back end. Yeah, just like that. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Let's draw this out. Let's draw both of these out. I won't have to make this again for a long, long time. You will do it? No. Okay, there we go. I love the camera thing to this, too. It's so nice. I really didn't need those halves, did I? No, I did not. Nope, wrong. Let's run... It's sideways. it's oh, I did something here. Oh, I don't have the thing on. How did I do that? Pitch and roll. Shift plus keys. Oh, shift plus keys. There we go. Okay, I think that looks right. Let's put it away. You gotta be careful, man. I did not know I did that. Alright, you? No. This. Alright, let's smart build that thing out. Nice. Alright, so that's gonna be what we're gonna do for this. I'm gonna leave the catwalk in. And I know Jesse has said that he wants to see red. He likes red as his build color. I would like a couple more opinions before I just let Jesse do whatever he wants, basically. So if you have any opinions on what you want for the construction colors, I just have default for now. Please say something in the comments section. I'm going to leave it open for a couple more episodes. Let's get these in. See how much easier that is? See how much easier that is? Just to build... Well, the catwalk's going to make this not easy. That's for sure. Well, I don't want to take that one out. Let's just take this out. There we go. Let's put another merger in there. Make sure it's going the correct direction. And line it up. There we go. Is this one lined up? It is not lined up. Oh, no, it is. Well, let's just redo it. It's not that hard. And it is going the correct direction. Okay. I somehow don't have power over here, so let's just... See what I mean by I need that mod? This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to have power cords all over the damn thing. That's just weird. It should just run off fuel. I don't know why it doesn't. Alright, let's attach it to this. That's what worked last time. Yep, it's taking in. Okay, cool. This guy... Yeah, let's just do the same thing with these. Man, that camera is so pro. It's gonna put it in the dude. Is this still lined up? Yeah, I did them different ways. I wanted to make sure it was lined up. Yes. And I think smart mod. Look how it's snapping. I think that's smart. It's the smart mod, I think, but I'm not positive. So we're gonna have to split this actually into two different belts here. Two belts are gonna feed this thing. Where did I put this one? Right there? Okay, there's the back. Let me double check that. Yep, that's where I've got it. I need to make this hover pack faster too. Maybe there's a mod for that, because it's a little slow. Okay, cool. Those are in. Let's get this. It's just taking me a second to get used to building with this thing. Sometimes it's actually probably slower. Turn it around, bam. This can just be Mark 1 because these are only going to have 30 a piece in it. Okay, we're all set up. Now we just need... Well, let's put this back in. We just need... Nope. Oh, this doesn't zoop, huh? Zoop. I don't know why. Oh, because I use Smart. So they're going to... Hopefully Smart updates and fixes that. There's also a bug going on with Smart right now. So that could be why we're seeing this issue as well. Let's zoop this all the way down. Well, let's continue this line. And then we're probably going to have to end it over here. So let's just leave it like that. This probably won't actually exist because there's going to have to be a train that picks stuff up, right? So that would make no sense to have the whole thing be smelters, right? Let's just do that. Oh, oh, oh. Almost ate it right there. Oh, it's because I'm out of power. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that is done. It's also logicked, which was the hardest part. Oh, no, I don't have to have that there because it's the receiving area. But before I put that in, I probably needed to put in a belt right here. Right, it's going to need belt. I don't know why I didn't think of that. We don't need to take that out. Just this. Let's just take this out. We're going to need belt all the way down. Alright, so we're gonna use Mark II right now. There we go. And then this is gonna run all the way down. Let's get rid of that because I don't even know if that's gonna be where I put that. It is a little bit harder to build with this because I'm just not used to building so far away. The lines are a lot easier to use, that's for sure. Alright, let's get rid of this. We'll draw that down when we're ready. Because I still have to build in, the connector train, right? Sweet. We're at about 42 minutes. 40 minutes. So we probably need to kind of hurry. Let's bring this as belt 2. And then we're going to have to hook it up to the train when we get it. Once we know where our train's going to go. I think we should hook up the train station now. So the first area right here is going to have the iron train. Okay? And this might be actually too far away. Why don't we do this? And take this out. There we go. We might need the space. I think we're going to need the space. Let me get on. Here's my train build thing here. 2 is a station. So let's put that in. Floor is too steep. Overlapping. Another clearance. So you can't build it over a... Okay, that's strange, but cool. Why don't we just do this? We'll bring it in really tight. And then as I finish this, we'll cut all this stuff out. There we go. Alright, now let's build the train. So the train station is going to come in this way. And it takes up... I'm going to fall watch. Ooh, I'm about halfway. It takes up, I don't know, 4? We actually probably need more space for this train. Let's add another row in. That's just for one train. And we're going to need 3 of them. At least. What I'm thinking about doing is putting all the nodes of iron into one train at a location. That way I don't have to have multiple trains for each node. So I should only have 2 or 3 of these iron trains ever. If I have extra trains, I'll have to put them above or below or something. Because we're not going to fit all the way back. We have a limited amount of space here. We can get 3 trains in here. What I could do is train... I was thinking I could train above or below and just run all the things into some boxes that feeds these things. But I don't know how I'm going to do this. We're going to have to just do it. I might have to rip this out eventually. So let's put the first train... Oh, here we go. Losing power. So you don't fall right away. You just kind of... You what's it called? You hover. So that's not good. Alright, so... I don't know where I wanted the station. I mean, this looks good. Maybe what I should do is put in the receiving station first. Here's an upgradable freight platform. Oh, I have to build the train thing first. So I guess I will do this first, I guess. Again, bear with my slowness here. I've never put trains in. This is another good reason to put them in early. Right? So you can get some experience with trains. That way when you're in Tier 6 and you're doing really complicated things, you already have done that a bunch of times. So, actually, this is only going to be about 3 deep max. Actually, this can be a huge train eventually. Maybe what I do is I have an ore receiving area for iron ore, and that one train comes to the smeltery. That doesn't make any sense either. Every train should just come through here. But then they're going to get backed up. I don't know. We're gonna figure that out when we get there. We don't really care right now. Yes, we want it on that side. And I'm going to build in 3 trains deep right now. See what that gets us. Okay. And let's configure them. We only got a few minutes left. Let's just do this a little bit. Okay, so because these aren't upgraded, they only have the 2 rows right now. As I unlock those MAM upgrades, we will get larger inventories here, okay? And I can actually get one of those pretty quick. You can do the train setting right there, load or unload. Obviously, we're doing unload, right? We want to unload this stuff. Let's configure this guy, same thing. We're unloading ore. Cool. The funny part about this is not a station. Oh, it is. There's a station name. Let's call this receiving. I always, like, I did this a lot of in Factorio. I had, like, little categories. Receiving, Smeltery. Like, what am I doing? I'm receiving. Where am I located? Smeltery. Beyond that, what are you unloading, right? What am I receiving? The reason I like it this way is when you're looking for destination, actually, yeah, this should be... Well, let's put load and receive. We can do that. Loading, unloading, we could do that. What does this guy say? Load and unload, right? Sending or receiving. What did I use last time? Delivering or receiving? No. Source and destination, I think is what it... So destination, Smeltery, iron, or iron. I can't put any more than that. Great. Alright, it has no power. It consumes 20. Good to know. Good to know. I don't know why there's a timetable for this. I guess it tells you all the different trains that are going to that spot, but we don't have any trains going to that spot, so that's fine. We need to set up power. I don't have a good way of doing that yet. You know, what would be the problem with literally just doing this? Then we don't need the walls with the... We just literally put it right here. But yeah, I think I'm going to have the thing I did before where I put beams up top and I can actually attach there to beams, like maybe right behind this guy I'll have a beam, and then we'll run the power like that. But for now, we'll just run it like this. We're going to do the power off. This is the main line, which actually goes all the way to there. We're going to have to move that. Bring it off this line just to here for now so we can power this thing. Boom. Okay, it's got power. And now we are getting dangerously close to the black line. And almost everything's running because we're syncing everything. So it's constantly running, right? Alright, so we've got that set up. We're pretty much out of time. Actually, no, we have like 10 more minutes. Something like that. Why don't we start getting the... Actually, we should probably start setting up the receiving for this, right? So I guess this guy can be fed by that. Like, that's pretty basic. The problem's going to be, when I get a bunch of trains in here, they're going to have to be at different levels. Maybe they're going to have to be higher than lower so I can run them underneath the other train. That's actually not a bad idea. But then I have to go up and down, and I was saying I don't want to do that. But I only have to go up and down like 4 meters. I only need enough room to run a belt. That's all I need. So why don't we do that? Because this already is actually higher than the Smeltery. So what we should pull a train off here and just make the train stop be at that exact level. Yeah, let's take this guy up because we don't need this. We're not going to do that now. Let's actually do the off-ramp. Which means I got to build. No, I don't want that. Get me off that. I gotta build the on-ramp, or the off-ramp, right? How wide's this thing gonna be? Kinda need to know that. We can swing way around. The off-ramp can be way up there. I think that's what I'll do. Alright, let's run over here. Start building that off-ramp. And then I'll probably put the off-ramp in off-camera. Because we're gonna do the rest of this on the second episode, probably. Oh yeah, now that I built that, I can't get up here. Can I do it? No, I can just hover. Oh god, there's power nearby. Good. Right there, I got lucky. We're gonna do the off ramp right here. That way, I have plenty of space with the Smeltery. Right, so we need to build these out. Actually, I need to build more of these guys. 3, and then a bunch. Train is... I already built this train almost all the way over to where the ore is, so we should be good to go with that. That's kind of what we did on the live stream. Is we talked about how to do it, where it should go, what it should look like, those kind of things. It was really cool. Alright, we're going to go out a bunch on this guy too. And I can't rely on that hover. So I should probably stop using it. Okay, remember what we said is the off-ramp is going to be with the outside line. So the outside line probably should be on... Well, I don't... I think I should just put it in the middle. I like it like that. Or we could put it like this, right? That gives you equidistance on both sides. Yeah, let's do it like that. So the outside line is going to come way back here. In fact, I'm just going to run both lines all the way around. That way, if I ever want to do an off-ramp or want to do some connections, the track's already there. So I'm wondering if the track is going to become more expensive. I have no clue. I have no idea. Track is too long. What? It's not too long. Oh, okay. So we got track. I'm gonna have to lay all this track. Can I smart this track? That'd be sweet. Too short. Can I smart this? No. Smart doesn't like track. Probably because you don't need to do it. So let me run this track real fast. Track's too long. Running a lot of track seems like an arduous process as well. But we'll do it, I guess. I'll probably do a lot of this off camera. Because this is super tedious. Maybe there's a faster way. If you know a faster way to lay track, let me know. Right? You know what I'm saying? Even though kids are okay here, like, you know, we got some dad jokes. We got some jokes, just like they do on Disney. Disney has jokes, right? That are only for adults. All right, so there's the outside track. Let's put the inside track in because you know it's gonna have to start on the inside. It's only gonna go on the outside track. Actually, we should lay it. We're already over here, right? Let's just lay it over here. It's gonna start on the inside track, or I'm sorry, the outside track when it's picking up ore. Then it's gonna move to the inside track, right? That's the way the system is supposed to work here. And I bet you it's going to be a bomb system. I bet you I'm not going to have a lot of train problems. I might have signaling problems. I know I'm going to have to work out the signaling. It's going to be pretty atrocious. The nice thing about the train thing here is I've done a lot of Factorio trains, and I know the signaling is not exactly the same, but it's going to be similar, right? Blocks and all that kind of stuff. And the train has to wait here before it can get a all clear sign or something like that. Yeah, I know what I'm doing, man. I know what I'm doing. Jesse said, like, oh man, dude, it took me like 3 hours to get it laid out, and then like 6 hours to figure out how the signals worked and all this stuff. Yeah, not me, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, there's one side. Now that only gets us one direction, right? We need to go the other direction too. And this is a little bit boring, but this is the first time I've done it, so I think it's okay to do this. I should have just ran it back. Oh well, I'm already over here. So let me get over here and start the inside track over here. They need a track layer or something like that. I know in Factorio there's a train mod you could get where you can get in the train and it would lay tracks in front of itself. It's kind of cool. So you could drive it out to different places and it would just lay the track all the way there and back, or all the way there, and then you could just ride the track back. It's kind of neat. Yeah, so we're gonna need this all the way around, and I'm gonna expand my main line kind of as we go, so I don't have to spend a lot of time on it. When I have off-camera time and I don't have really much to do, and I need to build a space, or I want to eventually expand, then I'll probably build the train thing first. That's the first thing that's going to go in before I expand, because it's going to be pointless to build stuff if I can't bring it back, right? It's got to go on the train system. And that's why I learned in Factorio, you want to have your train system down early, so that when you build new things, you just slap it on your train system and you're done. Like, you're good to go, man. This goes here. Yeah, that goes there. Yeah, all you have to do is slap it in and then tell it where to go. You probably already have the station hooked up. You know, if it's going to an existing station, you're done. Like, there's nothing more to do. It's super easy. And then it moves itself over there. Everything is already ready. Oh, I ran out of plate. Okay. Let's just get rid of that. I don't know if having a shorter track does anything. So I'm going to cut it here. It might be a little short, but that's okay. I got a lot of off-camera stuff to do. You saw me set up the Smeltery and get the hover pack and do all those things. And I'm actually not ready to click off of build Smeltery. This is going to be a two-part build. where I just had to mess with some trains a little bit and figure out how we want our smeltery to be. Hopefully you stick around for the next one. If you did like this video, hit like and hit subscribe and do the little bell notification so you know when I release videos. Every morning at 10 o'clock Pacific time is when I release. I'll see you in the next one. Stay frosty.